What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 23 of my AlaMobile career mode, and we are here for the Silverstone Grand Prix in Great Britain, and I'm already here for the Q3 run. So as we come to the end of the lap, coming through the final turn onto the start finish straight, and we will end up on pole position, another one at Williams' home race, and our teammate ends up in P16. Great result for him. Nice. And here are the results overall after the qualifying. So, and Oisel ends up in P11. The Ferrari man, he couldn't get through into Q3. Oh no. Ferrari is having a difficult while here, as here come the 5 red lights, and when they go off, the race is on here for the Silverstone Grand Prix, as we are 3 wide and boxed in between the both Mercedes, and we're down to P3 starting from pole position, and we're again 3 wide with a McLaren and another Mercedes, 3 wide through Maggots and Beckett's. And through Chapel we go again 3 wide, and we're tapping the rear of Salvatore, but he can stay in front, and we're down to P5 after just 3 corners. Oh hell no, what happened there? What a miserable start this was. Through Stowe we go, down to Whale and Club, where we'll come to the start finish straight, which is nowadays, but in the game it's still not the start finish straight. And now we'll turn left instead of right, and going through the old Silverstone layout, so still the old version of Silverstone. And as we now come to the end of lap 1, we're up to P4 again, as we just overtook Salvatore before. And coming to the end, we use a bit of ERS, but we overuse it, and we have pretty much no ERS left, and here's why Lando Norris gaps us with a huge overspeed through the first corners of the lap, and we're now down to 1.4 seconds, and now using the rest of our ERS, and now it's completely empty, and we try to somehow stay in front of the Mercedes and the Ferrari of Lewis Hamilton, and Lando Norris is getting away, and now we're side by side with Salvatore through the chicane. Out of the chicane we go onto this straight. We narrowly can stay in front, and now Oya Puff is up to P5. The McLaren man, he's directly behind us now. Now he's trying to overtake us somewhere, and waiting for his opportunity as we come to the end of lap 2. He's very close, half a second. And through the hairpin we go, we run wide a bit, and the McLaren man is through. The Scottish driver is through as we come to lap 3. We had a very bad exit through the final turn of the lap. And now through Cobb's corner we lose even more time. And the other McLaren is now gapping us, also gapping us. Through Beckett's and Chapel we go, we catch up a bit to him, but not very much, and our ERS is empty again. We have to save it in some time, otherwise we are not able to fight. Through the chicane we go, and we are again side by side, and I accidentally closed the door too early, and Salvatore nearly spun me out, but in the end he overtook me, and also the Aston Martin of Andrea Kimi Antonelli overtook me. So I'm down to P7. What a miserable start into this race weekend this is. and we had a pole position in the qualifying. I don't know how I'm that fast in the quali, but so slow in the race. And now through the penultimate corner, we made a small dive bump and overtook Antonelli, and now somehow Oyapov got a bad exit, and Salvatore is through, and I'm through too, and I'm up to P5 again, finally. And now I'm trying to get close to Salvatore, who's on the softs, so it will be difficult to catch up to him. But through Maggots, Beckett and Chapel we catch up to him a bit and gap Antonelli. So we have got a 1.1 second gap to him. As we now come a lap later, Antonelli overtakes me through Maggots, and now through Beckett's I re-overtake him and exit Chapel. I also have the DRS, and now I can hopefully gain some time on Salvatore and move away from Antonelli. We'll see as we come through Stowe, and 7 laps later I caught up to Salvatore, who also caught up to Norris. So we both caught up to Norris, and it will be a 3-way fight for the final podium, for the final place on the podium. Who will it be? Is it me, or is it gonna be Salvatore, or is it gonna be Lando Norris? The McLaren man hoping for the first podium of this season. Also Salvatore hoping for his first podium in this season. And me hoping for another podium in this season, as I got 3 wins in a row in the last 3 races, as you maybe have followed them. And Marcel YouTube comes in for the pit stop, so I'm now up to P4. Now only Verstappen, Norris and Salvatore are ahead of me, and I also set a new fast lap, which was 2/10 faster than the previous fastest lap from Yuki Tsunoda, I think. And a few laps later, Verstappen comes in, so I will be up to P3. And meanwhile, Salvatore, he was so much faster than me that he is now nearly 7 seconds in front of me. And also Bastian Tan comes in, by the way. And now I'm up to P3 as Verstappen came in. And 2 laps later, I caught up to Salvatore. And now I'm trying to overtake him on the inside of Stowe with a little dive bomb, and I'm finally through, and I'm up to P2. Not only Lando Norris denies me from leading some laps. As we come to this straight and into the next chicane we go. We're pretty close, but on the straight we are so slow that we have to try it in the corners. As we come to the final sector of the lap, in lap 16 meanwhile we take a tighter line to get us a better exit, and also through Luffield we take a tighter line, and out of Luffield onto the start finish straight we go down to Cobb's corner. He's faster again than me, and Salvatore pits in this lap. So Antonelli will be up to P3, and Lewis Hamilton follows him up to P4. And through Maggots, Beckett and Chapel, Norris gaps me again, and through Chapel I gain some time, and now with the ERS on overtake I can maybe make the move. Down the hangar straight we go, around the outside, side by side into Stowe we go. Can I hang around the outside? Yes I can, and I overtake Lando Norris around the outside of Stowe. And I'm finally up to P1, but still without a pit stop. And this I will serve now, but a miserable, what was this exit from Luffield? Oh my days, this was a crazy exit, a crazy run through Luffield. And Norris caught up again a bit, but we're still in front of him. And now we both pit. Also Antonelli comes in for the pits, and Lewis Hamilton stays out for another lap, and also Yuki Tsunoda stays out for another lap. And now we change the soft tires and will come out still in front of Lando Norris. And here comes Verstappen through Cobb's corner and also Marcel YouTube. And we're down to P7 as we exit the pit lane. Behind me it's Lando Norris still, the McLaren driver directly behind me as we come to the S corners of Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. And now we've got the soft tires, we'll have a way better pace than we had before on the mediums. As now Yuki Tsunoda came in, so we are up to P5 again. And a lap later we caught up to Verstappen and Marcel YouTube as we had a great pace in this lap, and and Hamilton and Jack Doohan came in for the pits now, so I'm up to P3 as we come through Cobb's corner. We have got a 2.3 seconds gap to Marcel and Verstappen, and a lap later, no, a few laps later, 3 laps later I think, we caught up to them, and meanwhile we set 2 purple sectors. And what is Marcel doing? He made a little brake check on me. Through Luffield we go, we take a very tight line, and now with the ERS on overtake, can we also set a new fastest lap? The previous fastest lap is also set by me. And yes, 1 minute 19.648. A great lap. But Marcel and Verstappen are gapping me again on the straight. But through the corners we can catch up. And now we are directly behind them again. Now with the ERS on overtake again. But Marcel has got a DRS, so it's useless to use all my ERS for nothing. But through snow we go. We tap the rear of Marcel a bit, but we can nevertheless overtake him. And we're up to P2. And now only Verstappen is in front of me. Can I also overtake him for the lead of the race? After a so difficult start into this race, we are finally fighting for the win again. Into the chicane we go. We get a better run streak and a better exit, and nearly side by side, but now he has a better top speed than us. Through these turns we go into this little corner. He lifts me the space, and I try the up and under, and through Luffield I can overtake him, and I'm through. I'm up to P1. Max Verstappen is down to P2, and side by side we go down to Cobb's corner. Who's gonna brake later? Is it me or is it Verstappen? It's me. I take him a bit wide, and Marcel YouTube comes through. Marcel YouTube is up to P1, and I'm still in P2, fighting against Max for this second place, and he's down to P3. What an intense battle this was. And through Maggots, Beckett's, Sharpie I caught up a bit to Marcel, but now without the ERS and DRS I'm hopeless on the straights. But now through Stowe I caught up to him a bit, and through the chicane we are very close, but without ERS we can't do anything. Now activating the ERS to overtake, but the ERS is all used up in just a few meters, so we can't do anything. We're still behind Marcel YouTube, tapping the rear of his Mercedes, trying to bump draft him to let him drive a bit faster. But no, not yet. We're still behind him. Where is the best chance? Side by side to the penultimate corner. Can we try again this switchback move? No, I don't get as good exit as I had before against Max. And now I'm still in P2. But our top speed is so low that Marcel now is nearly 2 seconds in front of us, and Verstappen caught up, and we're side by side with Verstappen into Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel. But for now I can stay in front. But now I run wide, and I touch the grass, and I nearly spin out the car, and I lose the position to Verstappen, and Norris and Salvatore catch up. But 1 lap later I caught up again to Verstappen. Luckily this wasn't that big mistake, so I caught up to him in 1 lap. and also overtook him. But can I now also stay in front of him? Coming to lap 24 of 26 with 2 laps left. Can we also still overtake Marcel YouTube as we come side by side with Max Verstappen? So Max gets back in the champion and he stands me onto the grass again. But I can stay in front of him with taking other line, rejoining to the track again. And a lap later, we caught up to Marcel YouTube. And with 1 more lap to go, who will win the British Grand Prix here in AlaMobile 2.0? Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Marcel YouTube, the Hungarian Mercedes driver? Or is it gonna be Geomatic, the Austrian Chinese Williams driver? Who is it gonna be? Through Maggots, Baggers and Chapel we go. One last time I catch up to him, but still without the DRS, as I was too far away on the detection point. But now on the straight we get a little slipstream. Can we make a move through Stowe? We come very close to him into Whale, the penultimate corner of the new start-finish straight, and Club. But no, we can't. This was the last heartbreaking zone for us as we come to the chicane into the final sector of the lap. Can we still make a last desperate move somewhere, as there are no very heartbreaking zones left? This is maybe a harder braking zone, but we are too far away. And through Luffield, the final corner of the lap, the final corner of the race. But Marcel YouTube stays in front with the ERS. Can we overtake him? Not yet. No, we can't. Marcel YouTube will win the British Grand Prix and will come home in P2. And Verstappen will come home in P3. What a race this was. In the end, it's only P2. But after winning 3 races in a row, it's maybe not that bad to not win a race again. But it's just P2, so it's not that bad. And our teammate end up in P19. Great. Starting from P16 and falling down 3 places. I just lost 1 place from the starting grid. And here's how the rest of the results look like. And then we'll come to the Drivers' Championship standings. And for the first time ever, I'm leading the championship with level on points with Verstappen. And in the Constructors' Championship, we also overtake Ferrari.